Hi everybody, Beanmeister22 here, and yes, it's Minifig Monday! What's Minifig Monday? Well, you should know by now, but if you don't, this is where we're going to look at sets and minifigs, and sets that feature minifigs, like a really small set like those Assassin's Creed sets. And I don't necessarily mean small set, because it has, some bricks and a little thing, and then 5 minifigs! So really it's a minifig set, or if we're talking a small Call of Duty set that has just a little thing and a minifig, it's really a minifig set as far as we're concerned. Notice how I said as far as we're concerned, and not as far as I'm concerned, because really we know what a minifig set is. It's not just an individual minifig, it is a small set that contains minifigs, or a minifig. Now, with all that out of the way, here's what we're going to look at today. This is very cool. It's Guardians of the Galaxy! I purchased this online at Amazon, and you see we have 5 minifigs in front of us. This was a set of 8 minifigs, and I will show you the other 3 minifigs in another video, but really this is the core of the Guardians. This is why I got this, because for these minifigs. The other minifigs, well, I mean, they're okay, but they're not the Guardians of the Galaxy. So, the 5 we're looking at today is Rocket the Raccoon! And we all know Rocket the Raccoon, who was voiced by Bradley Cooper in the movie Guardians of the Galaxy. And then really quick, we have Peter Quill, Star-Lord, we have Gamora, we have Drax the Destroyer, and we have Groot! And we have really 2 Groots because we also have little Groot in a pot. Now, thinking back to a few weeks ago, we already did a comparison review with Rocket the Raccoon. In that video, we compared the knockoff Rocket with the Lego Rocket, and remember, this whole set cost less than $14, and that individual Rocket, I think, was about $10. Online, I currently see Gamora selling for about $13, so really, these knockoffs are good enough, but you'll have to decide for yourself. Do you want to spend $50, $60, $70, $100 on the Lego minifigs, or do you want to just get these knockoffs for under $15? Now, we already did that comparison of Rocket, so we won't look too much at Rocket, but if you remember from that video, this knockoff Rocket doesn't come with a tail. Yeah, it's weird, right? He does, or he did, come with that little Groot in a pot, just like the Lego Rocket. Now, something else I just found out, I have not been able to verify it yet, but I am in the process of verifying it. I have just been told that there are some knockoff rockets that actually came with a tail. And I believe when I'm told, I just need to verify it for sure and maybe get one so we can compare the knockoff rocket with a tail, with the Lego one with a tail, with this one without a tail. And looking at Star-Lord, Peter Quill. This is a very neat looking minifig. And remember the movie, Chris Pratt played Star-Lord. If you have not seen the movie, it's pretty good. It's well worth watching. If you remember the story, I was on an airplane coming back from Hawaii and I didn't get to see the end of it because we were landing. So then I went out and bought the DVD, and then as it turns out, I thought I had missed a bunch. I only missed like the last 5 minutes of the movie. I pretty much had seen the whole thing. We have Gamora. That's that green one there. And I'm not going to spoil too much of the movie. Spoiler alert, but if in the movie, if you haven't seen it yet, in the movie, she starts off as a bad guy and then ends up as a good guy. And so does Drax the Destroyer. Now, Drax is kind of hard to turn into a minifig. You got the body tattoo going on there in red, or whatever that is supposed to be. But he's a big, muscular wrestler kind of guy, and that's just not translating over to minifig well. And he's bald, and he doesn't really wear a hat, so it kind of makes the minifig look goofy with that little, stud on top of his head. And we have Groot. Well, we have 2 Groots. Let's talk about the real Groot, the tall Groot. Now, what's really special about this, and it's kind of neat how they did it. In the movie, Groot is a big, biped, tall, tree-like creature who can grow tall, and he can do all kind of weird things. Hey, pretty cool. It sounds goofy, but it actually works well in the movie. So how they made him tall is they just gave him extra long legs. How cool is that? It's like he's walking on stilts. That was a pretty neat thing. When I saw that, I said, wow, they actually did a pretty good job on the minifig. And then we have Baby Groot in a pot. You gotta love Baby Groot in a pot. Here, check this out. Yeah, that didn't come with this set. That's my little dancing Groot in a pot, and we'll look at this later in a later video. I just figured we'd toss this in here really quick, since we were talking about Baby Groot in a pot, right? Alright, so have you seen the movie? Because it's a pretty good movie. It's not really meant for little kids. I'd really put it towards my age group, but I think if you're 9, 10 years old, 12 years old, 15 years old, 18 years old, if you're watching the movie, you'd say, hey, it was directed right towards your age group. It's rated PG-13, and I'm guessing that's for the violence, because, you know, when you're talking about guarding the galaxy, being guardians of the galaxy, when you're talking about that, and the whole galaxy being destroyed, I could say that might be a little bit violent. And since the movie's been out for a while now, you'll see there's dozens and dozens of different kind of Guardians of the Galaxy toys out there. And these minifigs, they're great. And for the price of Lego minifigs, for the price of the Lego Guardians of the Galaxy minifig, which I don't even think you can buy as a set like this, but for the price, hey, the cost of one Lego minifig is just about the cost of all 8 of these. Alright, so what do you think? Have you seen these minifigs yet? Have you seen them in real Lego opposed to knockoff? And do you think these are good enough for the price of one Lego to get all of these knockoffs? We're going to have to leave that up to you. Or maybe you buy all of these for $13 or $14 and then you save up your money and buy the individual Lego ones. It's up to you. Alright, so it's Minifig Monday. We looked at minifigs and a dancing Groot. Alright, so leave your comments in the comment section, and hey, as always, thanks for watching.
Beanmeister 22, the most dangerous man on YouTube.